Good morning, viewers all over the world and fellow Nigerians. This particular video is to refresh the mind and memories of Nigerians on Wike's issue. Because we forget so soon and too soon. Wike's issue did not start from today or the way he's trying to make Nigerians feel today that he is the victim or is being victimized. Wike's first ambition was to become the Federal Republic of Nigeria president. Wike went into primaries with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, our former vice president. Before going into that primaries, Wike had other personal ambitions. And those ambitions all were targeted at becoming the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. First of all, knowing what the constitution of their party says, which is PDP, Wike started by manipulating members of PDP against Secondus, who was the former chairman of PDP, national chairman. Wike succeeded in removing Secondus because, according to their constitution, you cannot have the chairman from your state and have the president from your state. So, from the inception of his ambition, he knew that Secondus coming from the same state with him is already a minus or a roadblock for his ambition. So Wike started by working against Secondus and succeeded in removing Secondus. He brought Iyocha as the next chairman of the People's Democratic Party, believing now that he is safe to contest for the first office of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, PDP decided, they said, okay, and other stakeholders in PDP, they said, okay, after 8 years of Buhari, now we are giving our tickets to a certain man. But considering the fact that former President Olusegun Obasanjo was a Southwesterner who was a president of Nigeria for 8 years, succeeded by Goodluck Jonathan from the South, making it that the 3 geopolitical zones in the South, 2 have presided over the affairs of Nigeria as the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, which was the Southwest by former president Olusegun Obasanjo and Goodluck Jonathan from South. So in their wisdom, the elders of PDP, they said, no. Now that it's coming to the south, let us microzone to southeast. Wike said no. That there's be nothing like microzoning to southeast. That they should throw the ticket open. Then Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president, then came in and said, okay, if you will throw it open, if you do not be microzone to the southeast, then I'll contest. Wike believing in himself that he will surely get the ticket. He agreed. He went into the contest just to make it simple, because we all know that this information will take the whole day. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar defeated him during the primaries. So he lost the first seat as the president against his will. But being somebody so ambitious, he was still holding onto his faith that, okay, losing the first seat, he could get the second one. So he was doing everything possible, meeting people who could beat, to lobby Alhaji Atiku Abubakar on his behalf to make him the vice president from the south. Dino Melaye, according to his personal reports, has attested to this in the national media, so it's not a secret. Finally, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar refused to take Wike because he saw that Wike is not somebody who could work with. He resorted to taking Okowa as his VP. Immediately after that, Wike changed profession, became a musician. Wike very automatically changed profession, became a musician. Had to release his first album. Inyendeba. Wike was singing in the streets of River State every day. Inyendeba. Singing against Atiku. That he would now work against Atiku's ticket because Atiku refused to make him the vice president. But he claimed that he was fighting for the South. That the presidency was not supposed to go to the North. So he continued deceiving people who did not understand the trajectory of his ambition. That was when Wike started singing around the whole River State. Before he built a pothole, he called Nigerian press to come and sing Nyendeba. All in the pretext that he was fighting for the South. However, Wike continued having conversation with politicians as a politician. We want to believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu promised him the FCT minister that he has today. So he decided to work against PDP, work against every other political party in River State. Know very well that River State is one of the swing states we have in Nigeria. Rivers, Lagos, and Kano. These are the three swing states we have in Nigeria. So he made sure that he took the votes of River State people for APC on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, now, every other thing Wike is saying, he is just saying it to deceive Nigerians. Because I've decided to give just this little account of Wike's trajectory. Because it's like all Nigerians will have lost focus. Wike is now playing victim. Wike is now playing that he's the one who is fighting for the South. He is the good guy who believes in equity. He believes in equity, in fair play. But what brought Alhaji Atiku Abubakar into the ring was when Wike refused that the ticket should not be microzoned to Southeast, which was the right thing to do. River State, having taken their portion of the cake, their own bite of the cake, which is South anyway. South having taken their own bite of the cake, and Southwest having taken their own bite of the cake. So, what happens to the Southeast? We can say no. It must be told open. So, today, when the same Wike is still fighting in River State against his own governor of Ebro, Kubana, all because of power drunk. Or because Wike does not know any other thing to do outside Nigerian politics, outside free money, outside national treasury, outside state treasury. So for those of you who are supporting Wike, I know most people are supporting Wike not because they so wish, but because of the incentives attached to it. Yes, since they have reduced Nigeria and Nigerians to beggars. So for a loaf of bread, anybody can sell your food. I understand your position, but we can still do better. So having said that, I just want to add the fact that Wike, everything he says, Wike has been denying his Igbo identity long ago because of his political ambition. Because he thought that being an Igbo is a minus, or will be a minus to him. Because I heard him when he was asked, why are you saying that you are not an Igbo? Your name is Wike, and Jason. Well, he started making some unbelievable comparison. That in those states, you still find people who answer your bad name and this, that. So now, as a Ikwere man, you are the only Ikwere person who is answering name just for the sake of answering a name. Name that has no meaning, has no family attachment. So Wike is not a person that any Nigerian or any person in his right senses should take serious. He is somebody who goes for whatever he wants at all costs. Wike is ready to destroy everything on the way to get to where he wants to take whatever he wants to take. Having denied his Igbo identity, as a matter of fact, Wike is not even as a person add anything to Igbo people as a son or what. He would rather be a minus to Igbo people because you can't have a son who will bring shame to you. You can't have a son that you wouldn't know when he's under the influence of alcohol or whatever. can't have a son who is thinking out of his mind. You can't have a son that you don't know what is wrong with him. A son who can just do everything for the sake of power and money. So Wike has been nursing his ambition on people till today. He is still nursing his ambition. I know very well that President Tinubu is not a naive person. He's already using Wike for what he wanted him for. Because every other person can advise President Tinubu to watch your back with Wike. And he knows it. Nobody needs to advise him. He's a seasoned politician, so he knows people like Wike. He has met people like Wike before in his political career. So that is that. So, like what is happening in Rivers State now, fellow Nigerians. I know that this administration, they are testing the waters with Rivers State to see how it goes, so that we know how to continue with their bullying. They tested it in Kano, and Kano resisted them, and they backed off. Today, they are now testing their waters in Rivers State. Since they believe that they have already captured Lagos, good and fine. But the Rivers State people have spoken. And the worst mistake that this administration will make is to take Rivers State people for granted. Or to think that Wike can forcefully bring Rivers State into their pocket. That is not actually going to happen. It's not going to happen. Rivers State people are people who are politically conscious. So they are not people who you can just talk to and believe that you have captured them. So I continue to say kudos to Rivers people, because Wike's excesses has to be contained. If Wike's excesses are not contained, or it's not contained, Wike will continue taking Nigerians and Nigeria for granted. Like I said in my previous video, Nigerians really are good in copyright. If Wike succeeds in his tyranny, other people will join the same system, believing that tyranny is only going to succeed in Nigeria. These tyrants are the people they are the untouchables. They own the judiciary. They own the police. They own just everything, even including the legislature. So, Nigerians, it is time to say no to tyranny. I mean it, because this Nigeria belongs to all of us. Like Aisha Yusufu continue to quote, said, nobody is more Nigerian than any other Nigerian. So, having said that, Rivers State people, kudos to you. Our judiciary, Nigerians are watching. Nigerians are watching. So, everybody will one day be answerable to your action or your inaction. So that is all I have for you today. And tomorrow, by the grace of God, we'll continue updating Nigerians and all our viewers in the world. Thank you very much. God bless Federal Republic of